think it's highly unlikely. But let's go over to you, Graeme, because you too are featured in a story. We've received a press release from your media unit. There it is, rather attractive picture of a dog on the front there, promoting you as an animal lover who takes in stray dogs. But isn't this really the case that having dogs in your country home is just a shameless attempt to appeal to the Countryside Alliance, which is so popular at the moment?
I have been a dog lover all my life, in a broadly platonic sense. And people know of my love for dogs, and as I drive around my constituency to avoid going through it, people... Yes? People see me coming and they let out their dogs. And the dogs are all over me. And when I get home, I often find there are 3 or 4 of them still in the car or trapped on a bumper or something. And I take them and I look after them, so there's nothing sinister in it.
You say that, but we've been contacted by an RSPCA investigator who's looked into your country house and your dogs, and we've got some footage of the dogs here. There it is. With that one dog being kept in a cage because, so far from looking after these dogs, you're running a puppy farm, and you're running a puppy farm to supply dogs for illegal dog fighting. Well, all dog fighting is illegal, but now, what do you have to say about that?
Well, dogs are naturally aggressive animals, and when you're keeping a large number of dogs together, sometimes their boisterous high spirits get a little out of hand. A little bit of horseplay develops into something rather more rough and tumble, and they take a nip at each other. A group of people may be standing around, but those people are following an ancient country trade or craft. They're travelling pet psychiatrists who will administer a bit of therapy with the back of a shovel, and then the lovable little mutts will go away, in fact, to our neighbourhood luxury dogs home. Yeah. Which is a charity, a wonderful place, run by a leading cosmetics company.
Do you feel this is a reason for resignation?
Not at all. No, you stay where you are, Clive. You're doing a great job.
OK, let's move on to a more difficult subject in some ways, party political posters. To the ordinary voter in the street, it's often difficult to know what on earth they're about. So, Graeme and Fred, can we look at the latest poster from your party, and can you tell us what is this supposed to tell us about your policies, or what we're supposed to do with our votes, or what? What does that mean?
Well, it's giving many valuable messages. One is that we support the provisional wing of the RSPCA.
We're toying with this idea of, having the slogan for that is, don't ban fox hunting, we'll just find another hobby.
Yes.
Or perhaps a better one would be, Chris Evans must go.
Well, that slogan seemed popular, though. How relaxed to rather happy. But well, let's look at your poster on the other side. Jeremy and Rebecca. Now, this can't have anything to do with... That can't have anything to do with Chris Evans, I don't suppose, but
well, in an indirect way, it has, clearly. This is our tourism initiative. Our new slogan about Britain is, the crack's great in Britain.
But it actually does serve a dual purpose, because I think it highlights the fundamental split in the opposition.
Well, this is a project that we've inherited from the Blues, and clearly they put their heads together to come up with this image.
Let's take another straw poll. Where you go now? Oh, that's it's very exciting now. Fred, are you happy with this situation?
Well, you really couldn't be much closer without using other numbers.
Now, we go to a ground now called I Couldn't Disagree More, and this tests out our politician's ability to disagree with his opponent, whatever the opponent says, however reasonable it may sound. In fact, I'm going to test out Jeremy this week. So he's got to find a way of disagreeing with some sensible policies produced by the other side, Fred and Graeme. Have either of you got any sensible policies for him to disagree with?
Yes, it's our belief that women are not merely sex objects.
Jeremy?
No, I couldn't disagree more. On the surface, it might seem archaic to treat women as sex objects, but if you're going to keep their aspirations under control, there isn't a better way of doing it. I mean, it wouldn't be more humane to shoot them, for example. Can I also say that we really must get women off of benefit and into prostitution?
Anyway, any more policies?
Yeah, we believe that corruption in the police force should be stamped out.
No, this is not the way forward, this antagonistic language of stamping. We need to come to an agreement that the police can shake hands on. You see, people imagine that the police just go around fitting up innocent people for the sake of it, but the fact is, innocent people are much easier to arrest because they're not expecting anything. You know, I mean, they're guilty are long gone before the police start investigating crime.
All right. Okay, any more policies?
Yes, we believe that Hitler was a bad man.
No, I can't. I can't agree with that, although I didn't agree with everything he said. Clearly, he was a fine orator. He was an artistic man, a painter. He spoke fluent German.
So you think in part he's a good man?
Well, clearly he didn't mind making himself unpopular, let's say that.
All right, any other policies?
We firmly believe that lap dancing should not be introduced on Prime Minister's question time.
This is gravely insulting to the lap community in this country.
It may well be that Jeremy is piloted his way successfully through that round as we go. Well, we're racing up towards the end of the programme, so we just have the last round, which is called desperate vote grabbing. So just buzz when you've got an interesting policy. Ooh, there's one.
Yes, we already tax the poor, the ill and the dead. Why don't we go the whole hog and tax the rich? Novel idea.
It's supposed to be a satirical programme, not Fantasyland, Graeme. OK, any other buzzes coming in?
After Dolly the sheep, we're going to introduce a clones hotline.
Oh, dear. Very good. All right. Oh,
well, we will be introducing legislation to allow a rolling stone to gather moss, provided it doesn't interfere with landowners' rights.
Yes, Graeme.
Yes, for the benefit of future generations, the Lord Chancellor is awarding me a grant of £500,000 to paper the interior of my wallet.
Very good. Rebecca?
We're banning death.
Yes? How are you going to do that?
Just ban it.
Yeah.
Quite easy. If people want to die, then they can do so in police custody, but otherwise, it's out.
All right, there's a mixture of policies there, yes?
Can I just say that we are in favour of the single European female, and we intend to enter it in the next fiscal year.
Yes.
We feel that the countryside needs our protection, so we will be protecting it with a thick layer of concrete.
Yes, Fred.
We're going to introduce a firm policy on satellite channels. I mean, there's so many hardcore porn channels now. There's hardcore porn here, hardcore porn there. You know, the right hand doesn't know what the left hand's doing.
Very good. Oh, and that's it. That is the division bell, which signals the end of the round. And time for our final vote. Now, this is the actual election. Now, I want you to concentrate on this, give due consideration to the issues and the arguments you've heard before cheerfully voting on the candidates with the best television manner, as in a real election. But if you'd like to concentrate now, vote blue if you want the blue party to win, and vote red if you want the red party to win, and do that now. It's a win for the blue party. Now, to be honest, I know you're a politician, but be honest, you must be shocked by that result.
I think now is the time for complacency.
But congratulations. Congratulations to the Blues, who are now off to Buckingham Palace, where they'll try to form a government before the ceiling collapses on them. And commiserations to the Red team, who'll go off to copy all the Blue team's policies in time for the next election. That's it for If I Ruled the World. Hope you can join us again next time. Goodbye.
More laughs to come on BBC Two. The Comedy Zone continues with Bill Bailey in just over 45 minutes.